Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Health Station and the live event. You can do this with me, Coach Ramirez. First, before we get going, I want to give a shout out and thanks to the Chula Vista Elementary School District for supporting us and the stations, and the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center as well, which is where the Health Station is situated. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to start with the quote in the middle of the screen, and I'm sure Messi and Alex Morgan has experienced that they've experienced this before. And the quote says, "It's hard to beat someone who never quits." So in our lives, boys and girls, we're all going to experience both sides. Having trouble beating someone who doesn't want to quit, okay, and continuing to fight because you don't want to lose. Know that when we don't quit or we don't give up, we then grow, boys and girls, and that's a big part of my message today. So athletes like Simone Biles can tell us firsthand that there are many failures, okay, along the way to success. She said, before you can achieve, you must believe in yourself. You are more capable than you think. Simone's mentality has gotten her through many failures, as well as on the podium for a gold medal at the Olympics. So all because she believed she was capable. LeBron James and WNBA star players don't just roll out of bed every morning and play like champions. There's hard work that they have in their training that makes them champions. Whatever we're trying to succeed at, okay, it's hard it starts with learning about being healthy and increasing our fitness, especially as athletes, but definitely with everything else that we do, okay? Because being healthy gives us the opportunity to be successful. Being healthy and therefore successful is at the top of the list every single day for Olympic athletes. For the last 4 years, the Olympians and Olympic hopefuls here at the training center have been practicing and training their bodies so that they can be a part of the Olympics next year. Each and every athlete continues to try in good days and bad days, okay? Whether they win or they lose in their events, whether they succeed or fail at what they're doing, they continue to try. Sonia Richard-Ross said, "Failure I can live with. Not trying is what I can't handle." So what does this all have to do with my program today? So what I want each and every one of you to do is feel uncomfortable during our exercise by challenging yourself until it's over, okay? If you are still with me in the end, know that just like all the athletes we just talked about, you have grown mentally and physically. And you have started a path to your own personal success, okay? And so I want you to think about this real quick and put in the chat, what do you want to work on to get better at? Or what is it that you are working on and getting better at? Go ahead and put it in there and we can look at them a little bit later, okay? Now, for the program, I will be your fitness coach. Okay, I'm going to motivate you to exercise today. I will also play the role as a sports physiologist, okay, and help you figure out how fit you are in certain areas of your body. That's what sports physiologists do, okay? And so we're going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to do this with you, okay, during our exercise routine. Let's go ahead and get started with building our exercise routine. Our objective today is to learn how to build an exercise routine that will help us address the 5 components of fitness. So today's activities is going to have, again, like I just mentioned, the 5 components of fitness, okay? We're going to use the exercise routine HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. And then of course, we're going to review in Kahoot, okay, the Kahoot game, the things that we've learned. So let's get started with the 5 components of fitness. The first one I want to go over is muscular strength. And that's the ability of the muscles to push or pull force one time. So like that weightlifter you see on the screen, on the picture, he's going to lift that weight one time, basically. Okay. The next one I want to go over is muscular endurance. That's the ability of the muscles to repeat movements, okay, or hold a position for a long period of time. And so as you can see in the picture, the lady is holding some lighter weights and she can do those over and over again, increasing her muscular endurance. The next one is aerobic capacity. That's the ability of the heart and lungs to supply oxygen for a long period of time. Our heart and our lungs to supply oxygen. So for example, when we're running or you're jogging, you're continuously using your heart and lungs to bring in that oxygen for a period of time. The next one I want to go over is flexibility. So it's the muscle's ability to move joints freely in a full range of motion. So it's your muscles that let you move all the different joints in your body. Okay, so being flexible helps that part. The last one is body mass index, BMI. BMI is the relationship of the mass in our bodies with water, bones, muscle, and fat that when measured, it indicates our fitness. Okay? All right, let's move on to the exercise routine that we're going to use, which is called HIIT, high intensity interval training. And the way HIIT works, boys and girls, is we're going to intensely do an exercise for a period of time, and then there's going to be rest. We repeat that, and that's what the routine is going to be about. Now, for example, on the screen, you see 40 seconds of a routine, okay, and then 20 seconds of rest. When you add that up, it's a minute, so multiply that by doing it 10 times, and it's a 10-minute routine. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 20 seconds of the exercise and 15-second rest. And believe me, it goes by quick. So it helps us keep that intensity going, and it helps us keep that exertion level high. So our workout today, boys and girls, is going to be the components of fitness. But we're only going to use two of them. Okay, we're going to use muscular endurance and aerobic capacity. Okay, the muscular endurance is going to be the lower body and the upper body, and then the aerobic capacity is going to be is the other one we're going to work on. 3 exercises for each component. Okay, and we're going to do 2 rounds per component. And remember, 20 seconds on and 15 seconds for rest between each exercise. Okay, now again, like the athletes, boys and girls, we need to make sure that we continue to try. You can do this, because as you continue to try, that's how we grow. We don't give up, we don't quit, we continue to try and we grow. All right. Now, we're going to track your progress, okay? And we're going to track our progress, and we're going to do a graph that looks kind of like this one. All right, going to make 4 columns. We're going to have our 2 rounds on there, and then each exercise is going to be a point, and in the end, after the 2 rounds, it will equal 6 points. And so what I want you to kind of think about right now, and take the time once you make the graph, is think about the question about what exercises have you done? What exercises do you do that align with the 5 components of fitness? So for example, what exercises do you think you do or you work on that is muscular endurance or aerobic capacity, okay, or muscular strength, or the other one, flexibility, okay? Which exercises might you do that match up with those 5 components of fitness? Go ahead and write those exercises in the chat when you get a second, okay? And so I'm going to give you a little bit of time right now to go ahead and make the graph. And if any of you wrote any comments about something you're trying to work on right now, Mr. Bruder, is there a comment that you might have right now that you might want to share?
Hey, Coach Ramirez. Yeah, I have some great stuff to share with you. We have some comments from our attendees about the exercise, like we were talking about, things such as strength, flexibility, and physical activity, all things you were referencing, right?
Yep.
We also heard some things from our attendees about activities or sports that they play that they're working on getting better at. We've got gymnastics, we've got cheer, swimming, baseball, soccer, ballet. So we got all kinds of great things out there that our students and attendees are working on.
Very good. Yes. And so as you continue to build your little tracking your progress chart here, every one of those sports mentioned, boys and girls, when you are playing those sports, as you grow, strength is a big part of progressing in that. And as you can see from the athletes that we talked about, you know that in order to stay in the game at that level, they need to make sure that their strength is up. And so, yes, each one of those sports, even at our age, we need to continue. We need to start making sure that we have that strength to stay in the sport that we're playing, to be able to grow with it. Very good. All right. So at this point, I'm hoping that you guys are able to put your tracking graph together. It is time to get going with our warm-up so that we are able to then get into our exercises and HIIT routine. All right, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to lower my screen and come back so that you can see a little bit better as I model the exercises for you and you guys do them with me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, boys and girls. As you can see, we're going to start off with a march, because we need to get our bodies moving. And as we start with our march, after about a minute, you're going to feel your body begin to get warm. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and put into some arm rotations. To get our upper bodies warmed up. Very good. A lot of the time we don't warm up, or we kind of take a stationary stretch, a static stretch, and a lot of the times, sometimes it works and maybe sometimes you're not performing as well as you should because you don't get warmed up. So make sure that you are warming up with me right now. Let's go arm rotations back. Very good. Continue that march, okay, to keep that movement going. Dynamic warm-ups. All right, let's move on to the knees to our chest in order to get our lower body a little stretched out. So we're going to continue to march. Shake out those arms and then bring one knee up. Hold it for a second and then bring it back down and then alternate legs. We're going to do about 10 of these. Very good. Get a little march in between. We'll take a little balance as you are bringing your leg up. So focus on a little bit of balance by keeping your sight somewhere. 3 more. Good job. And 2. And last one. All right, continue your march. We are on the last part of the warm-up. It's called over the fence. We're going to take our leg as we are marching and pretend like we're going over a fence. There you go, and then alternate legs. There you go. Good job. Keep going. So as you're feeling your muscles moving right now, you're probably thinking, ooh, I'm getting tired. You can do this. This is the warm-up. Okay, now let's go back over the fence. Do a few this way. Very good. 3 more. And last one. All right, very good. Whew, I'm warmed up. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to our first exercise. Okay, we're going to go over the muscular endurance portion. All right, like I said, using our lower body. Okay, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a squat. Okay, now remember, when we squat, we are not going all the way down. We are going like, if we're going far enough down to where, like, if we're sitting. And you should always be able to see your toes out in front of your knees. Okay, you shouldn't be covering your toes with your knees. All right, the next one we're going to do for, again, remember, 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off is the modified squat jump. So we're going to squat and then pretend to jump up. Squat, pretend to jump up. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can go ahead and do the jump. Squat, then jump. Squat, then jump. All right. The last one is the split lunge for this series. The split lunge is going to be, you're going to walk into a lunge and then switch. You're going to do this for 20 seconds. Now remember, it is the high intensity intervals. Okay, and so what that means is we're going one right after the other with some rest in between. As you can tell, I'm already breathing kind of hard. All right, so I'm going to get my stopwatch and we're ready to go. All right, so stay with me. If you have to slow down, that's fine. Get back into it as soon as you're ready. If you have to maybe skip one of the exercises, that's fine. It's okay. When we mark our points up here, that's for us. That's for us to know. All right, and it tells us where it is that we could spend a little more time working on. All right, so this is for our lower body. Are you ready? Starting with squats and go. 20 seconds. Stay with me for 20 seconds and then 15 seconds rest. Very good. Again, make sure you can see the toes out in front of your knees and you're not covering them up. Very good. All right, 3, 2, 1, and stop. 15-second rest. Whew. All right, we're going next to the modified squats and then the jump. All right. Take advantage of this little rest. And 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds. Modified jump. Remember, you don't jump, or you can jump if you want. Modified jump. Squat jump. Here we go. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second rest. All right, we got one more in this round. One more, the split lunge. You should be able to start feeling your heart pumping right now, okay? Challenge yourself right here at 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Okay, you should already start feeling your lower half begin to fatigue a little bit, but that's what we're after. Keeping and staying in that intense motion. All right, and stop. 15-second rest. First round. Go ahead and go to your paper for your lower body, round 1. Whew. I got through all 3 of them, so I'm going to give myself 3 points. Again, that's up to you, whether you want to rest in between and make sure that you can stay with the whole exercise routine. All right, here we go. 20 seconds, starting over with the squats and go. Again, we are not resting too much except for those 15 seconds. So make sure that the intensity stays high. Very good. Stay with me here, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 15-second rest. All right. Again, boys and girls, as we look at our scorecard, It's about figuring out what it is that you need to work on and what you might want to put a little more attention to. All right. Ready? Moving on to the modified squat jumps. Here we go. Ready? Go. Stay with me. If you want to do the jump, that's fantastic. Good job. 3, 2, 1, stop. Here we go. 15-second rest, and we are on the second round. And our last exercise for the lower body, split lunge. If you have to take water, go ahead. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds in our second round and last exercise. You're telling yourself right now, whoo, this is too hard. That's okay, it is hard. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. All right, boys and girls, go to your chart. How did you do? All right, I was able to get through all of them. There you go. Keep track of your score. Very good. All right, we are going on to the next exercise. Again, we don't want to spend too much time taking a break because we want to keep that intensity up. So working now on our aerobic exercise, these are going to work in your heart and your lungs, boys and girls. So the first one is skater jumps. You're going to hop to the side on one leg, and then go to the other leg. There you go. Okay. Second exercise, line jumps. Pretend there's a line in front of you and you're just jumping over it and then coming back. Okay. Over, back, over, back. Got it? And then finally, choppy steps. This one's really going to get you going. I haven't been able to finish all these, so we'll see how I do this time. Choppy steps. Moving your feet quickly. Okay, for 20 seconds. Again, 20 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the skater jumps. Are you ready? Here we go. Go. We're at 14, 15, and 3, 2, 1. All right, 15-second rest. Whew, all right. Again, this one's going to get your heart pumping, okay? You're not going to feel it so much on your legs anymore. It'll feel it more when you're breathing. As you can see, my talking is a little broken up. Here we go. Ready, and line jumps. Go. Ten seconds. And stop. Very good. All right, 15-second rest. Choppy steps. Last one in the first round. I don't know if I'm going to get through this one, boys and girls. See if I can get enough rest here in between. 3, 2, 1, go. We're at 10 seconds. I'm going to slow down here, boys and girls. It's okay. My aerobic needs to be a little bit better, so I'm going to just kind of slow it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, very good. 15-second rest. All right, let's mark our points here. I got the first one and the second one. I did not get to the third one, boys and girls, and that's okay for me. I know I need to work on that aerobic part. All right, here we go. Second round. Are you ready? Starting off with the skater jumps, and go. As you can tell, this one's a little easier. You might just want to stick with this one during the 20 seconds to make sure you keep on moving. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 15-second rest. Woo! All right. So as you can tell, if you are keeping up with me, and I'm hoping you guys are telling yourself that you can do this, and you are keeping up with me, you can feel that intensity in your body as you're working out without too much stop. Here we go. Ready? Line jumps, and go. Good job. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second rest. Woo, all right. We're almost done, boys and girls. Second round, aerobic exercise. This is it. Last exercise in our aerobic section. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Choppy steps. Choppy steps. Last 20 seconds, boys and girls, for aerobic. Keep it going. Work hard. If this is easy, go a little faster. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I'm slowing down. We got 7 minutes. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, again. Good job. Go to your chart. I was able to get through the first 2, but I missed that last one. That's all right. Well, that looks like 110, doesn't it? Let me go ahead and not put that on there. All right, in our last section, upper body for aerobic capacity. Go ahead and get a drink or clean your face. All right. Here we go. For our lower body muscular endurance, we are going to exercise our shoulders, chest, abdominals, arms and abdominals. So the first one is a plank shoulder tap. You're going to be in your push-up position plank and shoulder tap your arms. Opposite side. That's the first one. The second one is going to be the plank to walk up. And implement the push-up if you want. You don't have to. You're going to walk it up, stand up, walk it back down. And if you want, do a push-up. All right, and then finally the last one is going to be the plank toe taps. Start with your feet spread apart. Use your abdominals here. All right, to get those toe taps going. Keep that towel close, boys and girls, because after the aerobic, you should be getting some sweat going like me. All right, are you ready for our last section, our last area? Here we go, plank shoulder taps, 20 seconds. Here we go, ready? And go. So I'm hoping as you're doing these exercises that you are feeling those muscle areas working. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. 15-second rest. I can definitely feel my upper body. As you can see, I'm sweating. All right, moving on to plank to walk up. In 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Walk it up. Bring it back down. Try to keep your legs straight to make sure you're using your arms the most possible. Go ahead and add that push-up. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. 15-second rest. All right. Awesome job, boys and girls. Got 5 seconds. Moving on now to plank toe taps in our first round. And ready, go. 20 seconds. If you have to slow down, that's okay. Slow down, but don't stop trying. More abdominals will need to be used here. And 3, 2, 1. Very good. Stop. 15-second rest. Whew. Round 1 over. Where did we stop? Where did you end up right there? I think I did all of them. Just barely. All right. Very good. All right. Get back down. Plank shoulder taps. Here we go. Ready and go. Last round, boys and girls. Push yourself right here. Grow. Tell yourself you can do this. And continue to work. In 3, 2, 1, and stop and rest. Very good. 15-second rest. Second exercise. I can feel my shoulders right now. You can tell. You should be able to tell at this point. All right, next one, plank to walk up with a push-up if you can. Here we go, ready and go. Remember, you can add that push-up if you want. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, very good. 15-second rest. We are on the last exercise, boys and girls. Plank toe taps. Finish strong. Finish strong right here. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Go. 20 seconds. Last exercise. Keep going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and finished. All right, very good. Go ahead and grab your towel. Go to your chart. Looks like I was able to finish both of them. So it looks like I'm not bad, not doing too bad in my lower body, not doing too bad in my upper body, but my aerobic needs a little help. This was 4 points, and I got 6 here for a total of 16. All right. So there's where I left off. I know for myself, little aerobic. Where did you leave off? What area might you need to focus maybe a little bit more? Go ahead and write that in the chat in the question and answer. All right. Very good, because it is time for our Kahoot as we relax and come down from our HIIT workout. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's see what we have learned about HIIT, the 5 components of fitness. There's the code. Make sure you open a separate window, boys and girls, so you can stay with me and type in your PIN. Mr. Bruder, is there some comments or questions that maybe have come up after some of the content we've been doing?
Sure, I'd love to share that while you pull up the Kahoot screen for everybody to get into. You know, there's one I'd love to start with that I have to say I missed the first time around, We have Mrs. Masterson's second grade class, I believe, over at Wolf Canyon, who said they have been working on push-ups and basketball skills. So I wanted to
Nice.
share that one with you.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Upper body workout right there for sure. In basketball, as you know, dribbling, shooting, that all has to do with that upper body. And in second grade, working on that is definitely getting you ready as for the competition that you're going to be facing when you start meeting against other larger, bigger kids in basketball, specifically in basketball, right, Mr. Reuter? I know basketball is a sport.
My favorite sport. Go Lakers.
Yeah. So can you see my screen at this point, Mr. Reuter?
Yeah, we're all set up. We have a whole bunch of people jumping in. So while they're jumping in, we did have some questions that attendees were able to get in while they were working out. One particular question I think you could tell us a little bit more about from the 5 components of fitness.
Yes.
Body mass index. Could you talk a little bit about what BMI is exactly?
So body mass index has to do with the relationship between those 4 things in your body at that time. And so as you increase the fitness in the other areas, okay, your body mass index then increases or becomes a better measurement. And so as you become fit, as you, let's say you lose weight, or let's say you build muscle, those are the things that show in the measurement of the body mass index, which is water, muscle, bones, and fat. And so as those numbers come together and make that measurement for your body, it tells us how fit those other areas are. Does that make sense?
Definitely. Thanks for sharing that. We had 2 more questions.
Okay.
One is, I think we have some runners out there. So they were trying to find out what's the right amount of water to be consuming while you're working out or while you're running.
So while you're doing the exercise, it's always a good idea to take those sips of water. Obviously, you don't want to drink a lot of water while you're running or you're exercising, because then it kind of messes with your stomach, and as you're doing the physical activity and the movement, it could be it could lead to a little bit of pain maybe in the gut. So recommended, I know you want to get in about 64 ounces if possible per day. And so if you take that into account per day on a regular day, and then now you're working out or doing some kind of physical activity, then at that point, you want to drink a little bit more than that.
Okay, thank you. And our last question comes from Melissa. She wanted to know a little bit more about what your core is. She hears a lot of people talk about when they work out, they're working on their core. What does that mean?
So the core has to do with the abdominal muscles. So if you think of core, you're thinking of the middle portion of your body. And so your core has a lot to do with all of your other muscles and all of your other areas that might hurt outside of the middle area of your body. And so by keeping your core strong, so for example, doing sit-ups or doing the toe taps like we just did right there takes a lot of core. And you can look up many other exercises for your core to keep strong. By doing that, it definitely helps the rest of your body stay in good condition and keep it free from injury. And so the core are the muscles around your body that you keep strong.
Awesome. Thanks for answering that. I think we're ready to get this Kahoot game started.
All right. Here we go. You can do this. All right, the first question. Which action shows intensity, boys and girls? Which action shows intensity, which is what we've been just working on? Red triangle, watching a baby crawl. Blue diamond, listening to soft music. Orange circle, taking a walk at the park. Or green square, running up and down the soccer field. So which action shows intensity? Watching a baby crawl, taking a walk at the park, listening to soft music. Blue diamond, listening to soft music. Green square, running up and down the soccer field. So going back to that intensity portion of the HIIT exercise. Red triangle, watching a baby crawl. Orange circle, taking a walk at the park. All right, let's see what the results are here coming up. Not bad. Running up and down the soccer field, very good. Scores being added up. Mountain possum, here we go. Next question. Which is not one of the 5 components of fitness? So which one is not one of the 5 components of fitness? Red triangle, muscular endurance. Blue diamond, stationary movement. Orange circle, flexibility. And green square, BMI. Red triangle, muscular endurance. Blue diamond, stationary movement. Orange circle, flexibility. And green square, BMI. Which one is not one of the 5 components of fitness that we went over? I like that picture of the vegetable art that I put on there. All right, moving on to see what the results are here of second question. Ooh, all right. We've got some that said stationary movement and some that said BMI. Very good. Moving on to the next one. Mountain possum still in the lead. Next question. HIIT is all about, when we talked about HIIT, it's all about red triangle, moving the most exercise, doing the most exercises you can. Blue diamond, doing the least exercise you can. Orange circle, high intensity exercises. Green square, taking a long rest. So again, red HIIT is all about red triangle, doing the most exercises you can. Blue diamond, doing the least exercises you can. And orange circle, high intensity exercises. And green square, taking a long rest. HIIT is all about which one of those? I'm really feeling my warmth coming down now. Very good. All right. Let's see who is on the leaderboard now. Continues to be Mountain Possum. Very good. Move on to the next question. We got a couple left. Who is always hard to beat? Who is always hard to beat? Triangle, someone who doesn't care. Diamond, blue diamond, someone not paying attention. Orange circle, someone who never quits. Green square, someone who doesn't work hard. So who is always hard to beat? Who is always hard to beat? Someone who doesn't care. Red triangle, someone not paying attention. Blue diamond. Someone who never quits. Orange circle. Someone who doesn't work hard. Green square. All right, this one came out. I mentioned a little bit about this one at the beginning. One of the quotes, see if you can remember. All right, very good. Moving on to the next one. Mountain Falcon takes the lead here. Next question. Which exercise would be good for a HIIT routine? Which exercise would be good for a HIIT routine? Jogging at a slow pace, red triangle. A 5-minute stretch, blue diamond. Yoga, orange circle. Intense repeated exercise with rest in between, green square. Which exercise would be good for a HIIT routine? Jogging at a slow pace, red triangle. 5-minute stretch, blue diamond. Yoga, orange circle. Or intense repeated exercise with rest in between, green square. Which exercise would be good for a HIIT routine? All right, let's see how you do in this review of what we've gone over. Oh, not bad. All right. Let's see who's taking the lead. Mountain Falcon still in the lead. Speedy Turtle catching up. Here we go. Last question. Last question. Exercise is easy to do when you have what? When you have motivation, red triangle. When you have a snack, blue diamond. When you have other things to do, orange circle. When you have a headache, green square. So exercise is easy to do when you have motivation, red triangle, a snack, blue diamond, other things to do, orange circle, a headache, green square. And I put a little motivational, I think I just gave you the answer, but I put a little motivational poster in the middle. Dedicate yourself to becoming your best. Dedicate yourself to becoming your best. All right, this concludes the questions portion. Let's see how it turns out here. Very good. We got the most with the right answer, motivation. You can do this. What's the podium going to look like? Sturdy Oryx, 3rd place. Honest Panda, 2nd and 1st. Who is it? Mountain Falcon stays with the lead. Very good. Very, very good. All right, good job, boys and girls. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go back to my slide. Let's see here. All right, I should be back to my slide, Mr. Bruder.
Yes, you are.
All right, perfect. All right, boys and girls. All right, so after the Kahoot review and our exercise routine HIIT, boys and girls, what is our objective? Let's go over it again, see if we are going away with it. The objective today was to learn how to build an exercise routine that will help us address the 5 components of fitness. Okay, now I want to mention a resource for you guys. Go to derby.com to find exercise resources to help build your own HIIT routine. So you'll be able to see posters like the one you see there, and you just plug in those different exercises for your own little HIIT routine at 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off to build your own. I want to mention the YouTube videos we have on the Innovation YouTube channel, and as well as the physical education channel that we have for you at CVESDPE on YouTube. Please watch those for either exercises or skill activities from our own PE teachers here in the district. And then finally, boys and girls, look forward to joining Miss Q on Friday, January 8th at 1 p.m. when we get back from break for her presentation and her live event of beaks, feathers, and feet. I can't wait. Boys and girls, thank you again for joining me today and learning about yourself and how to motivate yourself and be able to make sure that you try your hardest in what you do, specifically in exercise, so we can live a healthy life. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.